Alright, I know it's been a while, but what can I say? I've been busy. After Pro Nationals, I went back to the drawing board with Cory and we just wanted to figure out what it is that he needs to keep moving forward, both in terms of setting him up for the next few weeks of racing, getting him ready for amateur nationals, and then also wanted to start thinking about off-season and next year and really getting him ready for what's next. And then on top of that, also managing Justin, managing all of these new riders who are coming on board, kind of figuring out where everybody's at. So it's been an exciting time and it's also been an interesting time. More on that later though.
Okay, we are out here in Princeton, Kentucky right now. We're just finished up with US Nationals 2018, the Pro Nationals. It did not go very well. There were crashes and lots of things that didn't exactly add up to winning or placing on the podium. But we did discover a lot of good things to learn, and so we won't make those same mistakes again. I won't make those same mistakes again. You either win or you learn, and either way it's a win-win. Not a car in sight, and I'm headed that way. Alright, getting all fancied up here, making sure I'm having all my sponsor correct stuff. Skin suit, hat, glasses. So we won a national championship today. Wasn't my best power, wasn't the most seamless execution, but I did execute everything in my capacity to 100%. You know, I didn't sleep that well last night. I got 3 or 4 hours worth of sleep. I executed still. I was like, I've raced on no sleep before, so I could do it. And then I showed up here, did my warm-up. I had to get moved 2 or 3 times because, you know, parking and things like that. So, but I was able to get my warm-up done, and then just kind of one obstacle after another, and then getting to the start house with 10 minutes to go on time, zipping up my suit, go to shift my bike into gear and it won't shift, so I got to take it over to SRAM neutral support, and they pretty much ripped the whole bike apart, ripped the bottom bracket out, and had to go to the junction box in the bottom bracket. And literally with seconds to go, they were bolting the crank back on, and I had to ride 100 yards down to the start house, go around the start house, and lost 5 seconds on my start. And it wasn't even for sure that the shifting issue was fixed. And so I tried not to use the rear derailleur that much, and just executed my strategy to plan, and stayed calm and cool under pressure like Jordan's taught me how to do. And you know, you always got to have extra energy in reserve, so when those things happen, which they will always happen, there's always something that you cannot account for that will happen. You always got to have a little extra in reserve, so when that happens, you can address those issues, or else, you know, you get swamped because of them. So today was a perfect example of overcoming obstacles that weren't a part of the normal plan, and we were able to get a national championship because of it.
Cory Lockwood!
So I said I would explain why things have been interesting earlier. So here's what happened. Obviously, the big news from a couple of months ago was that I started working with a new team, Pacific Premier, and I was going to come on board as their head coach and director sportif. So fast forward a few months, I've been working with a few of the riders, just getting the basics down. You know, kind of communicating how we train, getting them bike fit, and really just kind of laying the foundation for what was to come. And then the team went and raced Baker City up in Oregon. And while they were up there, things went very well, according to how I perceived things. I knew that none of the riders really had the tools to really do anything amazing, but I just wanted to see how they would do. But the riders didn't get good results, shall we say. They performed really well, they executed perfectly, but it didn't show on the leaderboard. And the manager of the team, he was not happy with the direction of where things were going. After 2 months, I don't know exactly what, the expectation was in terms of what could be accomplished, but he pulled the plug, said he didn't want to work with me anymore. All right. So I was definitely a little taken aback by that, a little disappointed, but there was good things with my time at PPB. I definitely got opportunities to go to some races and get a feel for how things were. And this really kind of cemented in my head, I still need to have my own team. I need to have a team that I can build and move forward on. And in fact, when I said this to, several of the riders, 3 of them said, we believe in your vision and we want to come with you and we want to start our own team. Joey Bacala, Rex Roberts, and Raul Arias. 3 guys who they're Cat 1s and they're decent, but they're not amazing. If you look at their results, they don't really have much in the way of wins. They don't have much in the way of power. They're kind of a mediocre group of Cat 1s. But they really possess the characteristics that I'm looking for. They are driven, they are coachable, and they want to move forward. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting together a team, and it's a completely different concept than what's out there. Rather than, providing all of this support structure, I'm going to provide no support structure. I'm telling the guys, hey, we're going to build this together. This is a startup. This is not a established company where it's like, I'm hiring people for jobs. I'm saying, no, these guys are my partners, and we're going to go out and we're going to build this thing together.
And sprint for this line.
Come on, Raul! Okay, so we are about to start a ramp test, which should be fun. I'm gonna do some lactate testing. So we have the Lancet here, and we have our testing protocol all set up, so this should be good. I am out with Joey Bacala. We are doing big gear, as I often have my athletes do, and we're also testing his lactate profile. We did a little bit on the trainer yesterday, and then we're also checking it in the real world. So this is kind of cool. This is a fun opportunity. We're just getting started on the training for next year. The goal that I wanted to do with Joey and some of the other athletes that I'm working with is to really take time, 7 months before the start of next year, and really prepare and be solid. And we are just wholly focused on building the engine, making everybody stronger, faster, smarter. So like 295?
275?
Oh no, bring it up.
I know, it's just
come on, you
trying
can
not
do
to
it.
cross 3.
No, don't worry about like crossing it in the moment. Just get the average up. All right? So I'm at Nationals, just wrapped up racing, and I didn't really have any expectations about any of the riders I coached. This was just kind of a fact-finding mission. Wanted to see where everybody is at. But it's coming to that time of the year where it's time to switch gears a little bit and start focusing on, the big picture, building that engine. So racing season is coming to a close. It's been a good year in a lot of ways. Won a lot of races, made some big improvements, really moved things forward. But there's some disappointments along the way, a lot of learning opportunities, room for growth. So now I just got to keep pushing forward. And honestly, I'm really excited about what lies ahead. It's challenging. I don't know how I'm going to manage everything, but I'm looking forward to it. Hey, thanks for watching this volume of the SPC. This is the final volume of season 3, and I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break here so that I can focus on building the team and really pushing things forward. So thanks for watching and following our journey this year. Take care and keep the rubber side down.
That right there is a well-used tire. That is just a few months of training right there, or less. That's how many miles you do as a professional cyclist getting ready for races.